Hi, my name is Lauren Richman. I'm the William and Sarah Ross Soter Curator of Photography here at the Norton Museum. I'm joined today by Tori Pesta, our Associate Registrar, and we're standing in one of the storage spaces here on the Norton Museum campus. Today we're going to be looking at a beautiful work by Anselm Kiefer, a German contemporary artist. We have a couple of works by him in our collection, but this is a very special one that includes a really unique display of photo collage. So we're going to take a quick look here. So the title of the work is Jesaia, Grass Will Grow Over Your Cities, and we actually see that written on the cover of the book here. Kiefer has written it in German, his native language, in graphite. And it's a book, a photo book, that is from 1999. The title references a Bible verse that in modern day is often adopted to describe the city of Berlin, which is Kiefer's birthplace. This is a more intimate experience in which we're looking at aerial photographs of German cities that are then overlaid with sand, concrete, and ash. A key component of Kiefer's practice is his investigation into German history and the many layers that exist across that history. He's often referencing the history of the Holocaust, he's referencing the Second World War, and this becomes more and more evident as we really look closely at those aerial photographs that are part of this book. On this spread, we're looking at what appears to be an airport, with runways kind of streaming across the entire spread. My guess is that it's Tempelhof airfield in the center of Berlin, which was a key airport during the Second World War and after. As we move through the book, we see more and more of this sand and grit and concrete sort of almost raining down from the sky and covering each scene as if it's a cloud of radioactive fallout. On this spread, we can hardly see any evidence of the photographic image at all. We can see kind of each fine grain as well as little pebbles that are visible towards the bottom of the spread. So this is very much in line with Kiefer's larger practice. So this is the first spread in which we see instances of paint. It is quite difficult to make out what the image is underneath, but you begin to see branches, many of which are kind of blotted with bits of paint. So as we continue through the book, the images begin to change drastically. So we've started with aerial photographs of cities that almost look bombed out or razed to the ground. And then we start to see photographs of plant life. On this particular spread, we're looking at a close-up photograph of a field of flowers. These pink flowers are most likely poppies, which are often used as a symbol of remembrance, particularly for war veterans. More and different materials are being used to express kind of an overgrowth of nature. We're seeing nature overcome a cityscape. I think one of Kiefer's other key investigations is this eternal battle between civilization and nature. On this spread, the underlying photograph seems to be of a riverbed. We're seeing a lot of pebbles and rocks across the field. And again, we're looking at flowers kind of growing out of almost unforgiving landscape. So what almost seemed to be a hopeful message is now sort of returning to the beginning. We're looking at the final few spreads of this work in which the sand and ash and concrete grit are beginning to overtake those fields of poppies once again. On the final spread of this book, we're almost experiencing a sandstorm. We can see hints of the paint underneath, but it's almost impossible to make out what we're looking at. On the final page of the book, we are back to the beginning. We're looking at the continuation of the image on the recto of the book, which is an aerial view of a city. Kiefer's interested in cycles of nature, cycles of history, and this could not be better explored than in an artwork like this.